There is a portal to freedom. There is a portal to the world in which things don't go up and down and good and bad, and I like and I don't like, or I'm afraid and I'm not afraid, or I want and I don't want. There's a portal into that world that that circulates above those issues of problems, plans, and relationship. There is another world, and there is a portal to that world, and the portal to that world for anybody at any time, and certainly in this time, that portal is meditation. Now, this is not a simple remark. Okay, well, I do that. I do that. But meditation is the simplest of activities, but it has the most stringent of requirements to be able to benefit from. The most stringent of requirements to be able to benefit from. And that prerequisite, that requirement is humility. And you don't have it. You don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it. And what's more, you couldn't have it. There is no way that you can grow up in this culture of ours and have humility. And if humility is the prerequisite for meditation, and meditation is the portal to freedom and to consciousness and to reconnection to the energy that keeps us alive, then our step is toward humility. Our step is not toward meditation. Our step is not toward imitation of what it would be like if. Our step is toward humility. And the prerequisite for stepping toward humility, or uncovering the natural humility within you, is realizing that you don't have it. Because if you think you have it, if you think you're kind and good and patient, if you think you're mellow and easy, and if you have any illusion about yourself, that you really care about things other than yourself, if you have those illusions, if you have an illusion that you actually feel the accurate size of yourself in this creation, if you have the illusion that you actually feel that you're that ant walking on the beach of infinity, if you actually imagine that you have that feeling, the feeling that is the prerequisite for meditation, then there's no way that you're going to uncover that humility in yourself, because you already have it. It's not going to happen, but you don't have it. And that is not an accusation, because you couldn't have it. And I couldn't have had it, and I didn't have it. Because we grow up in a time, I told you I was in Europe. You know how I got back here from Europe? I took Norwegian Airlines. I flew in, I think it cost like $250. Norwegian Airlines from Copenhagen to San Francisco, nonstop in a 787 Dreamliner for $250. The newest plane. They don't have, the windows don't shade up and down. You push a button and they kind of shade. And you push another button and they uncover. And there's blue light in the plane. And there's more oxygen there, so you don't feel so much jet lag. Now, if you think a person, and I did it in 10 hours, watching movies the whole time. Non-stop movies, and if I didn't watch movies, I'd rest my feet, like that. Now, if you think the effect of that, which is just one special occasion, but everything we have around us gives us an undeniable message that you can be in control. And if you are not in control in some particular avenue, here's the way you can get control. You can get control over your health. You can get control over your wealth. You can get control over the place you live. You can get control over the people that you know. Now, you tell me, how recent is that? How different is that from the people that walked the earth with the Buddha? How different is that from the people who sat in the circle around Zarathustra? How different is that from people who sat in front of statues of Hanuman and pictures of Ram? How different is that from the people who knew all the known and all the unknown? How different is that in the last 20 years that everybody here has a cell phone in their pocket? A cell phone was like, if you would have said 50 years ago, I got a call, let me take it. The person would say, you what? You know, if you look at a movie that's 20 years old, they have payphones. If you go right through a city and you look at the payphones, those things are all empty. There's nothing in there anymore. How different is that? How different is computers? How different is our options? We are soaked from the time of birth till this moment with the illusion of control, because there are things that we can control, and the things that we can't control, we don't embrace. We don't think about. We just try to control and control and control and avoid what we can't control. And control, the feeling of control is the opposite of the feeling of humility, which is required, a prerequisite for meditation, which is the portal to freedom and what you might call finer consciousness. So what is our plight? It's so clear that though human nature may have not changed that much, because we still laugh at the same things. Human nature may not have changed, but the influences on us are so considerable, so awesomely considerable, so totally considerable from the day we're born till the day we die, from the moment we get up to the moment we go to sleep. And some people here even use aids during sleep. I'm not asking for a raise of hands. So all our moments are incorporated in this illusion of control, which destroys and covers any humility that we ever had, that we were maybe born with, that we were created from and born with. And we, if we can be honest with ourselves and look at ourselves and and really understand that how can you possibly sit quietly and have things pass away from you and accept what's left, accept the most passive of states possible if you are a control freak. And we have that category for people who we think are other people than us, and sometimes us, but everyone in our culture is a control freak. We learn control freakdom, we practice control freakdom, we become experts or competent at control freakdom, and what we consider is our successes in our culture are the ultimate successes in control freakdom. The people who can manage to keep everything good in and push everything bad out, in their opinion. Unfortunately, our quest to do that has precluded our possibility for developing that humility and actually being able to get to receive the gift of meditation, not the practice of meditation, which anybody can do. There was a guy who came around some number of years ago and initiated millions of people in meditation, hundreds of millions of people in meditation, taught the most incredible techniques, maybe the ultimate of techniques. All you had to do was show up. Sometimes there was a meeting and there was somebody hitchhiking, and somebody else picked up the hitchhiker. The hitchhiker came to the meeting, and the Mahatma, the Indian who was passing this out, said, if you don't want to receive this meditation, leave the room. And the person's too stoned to leave the room. So he's sitting there, and he received the meditation. He got the meditation. But he didn't get the humility. You got the meditation, but you don't have the humility. So you can do the practice, but you're not going to get the benefits. You can do the practice, you're not going to get the benefits. You can do the chanting, you're not going to get the benefits. You can do the praying, you're not going to get the benefits. Because the humility is the prerequisite